So today I want to talk to you about what I've learned on my own personal leadership journey. At the start of this program, we were asked to identify our core values so that we could learn to lead the most authentically. By doing this, I learned that most of the decisions I make in my life revolve around others, and while this makes me a good servant leader, today I want to talk about being more open to receiving the same things that you give to others. I know that I'm still learning how to accept the support and guidance from the people that care about me, but I'm also sure some of you here today are in the same boat as I am. The three things I want to touch on today is how birth order, the culture you grow up in, and the people you surround yourself with help to make you who you are as a person and as a leader. Ultimately, these things can define us, but we have to understand that we have a responsibility to ourselves. Now, before I start, I want to ask you a question. Who here is the oldest child in their family? Just raise your hand. That's a lot of people. So, I'm the oldest out of 4 kids and 15 grandchildren. It's not changing. Okay, so I'm the oldest out of 4 kids and 15 grandchildren, and being the oldest, I think that it has a lot to do with who I am today. I think that it teaches you to put others first and how to constantly look out for others. As I was growing up, I went to the same elementary school that my dad worked at. And it was great because I got to see him every day and I got to know my teachers better. I was always a part of everything because all my teachers knew me and I wasn't one to say no to people. I was helping set up classrooms in the morning and staying a little later after school to help clean up. I was speaking at assemblies, greeting important people, and making videos to get a new library. I was part of the AMA patrollers, a peer helper, a friendship finder, and everything in between. Basically, anything that was offered at that school, I was a part of in some way. And while all of this helped to build my interpersonal skills, it also meant that I didn't have many friends my age, because I also lived really far away from the school. In all honesty, I had a hard time relating to kids my age, and that's why I spent the majority of elementary school either with my teachers or spending time with my family. Elementary school was really fun for me, and it taught me lots of other things, but it also instilled this idea that I always had to serve others and put them first. I know I still do this, but I learned the hard way that there are consequences in doing this all the time, and that I have to put myself first. The last couple years in particular really helped me learn this. As the oldest daughter of 2 teachers, I feel like my culture has also shaped my identity. My mom is Japanese and my dad is Canadian, which means I grew up with both Japanese and Canadian values. While this gives me different insights and opportunities, it also makes certain things trickier. It's because I'm always balancing these 2 conflicting ideologies within me. Canadian society in general is all about the individual, while Japanese society is all about harmony. They seek to find a peaceful unity. And I've learned that both are important, but the trick is to find the balance between the 2. One main difference between the 2 is how they view and treat older people. In Japan, you must treat them with the utmost respect and take care of them because they took care of you. People older than you always take priority. And this is how my parents raised me and my siblings because it was one of their shared values. And these shared values shaped my identity as well as their relationship. That's why when I see an elderly person, I want us to have a conversation with them or help them in any way that I can. I'm also more comfortable around them because I was always around them as I was growing up. However, when I have these conversations with these older people, they're always telling me to do more things for myself. And as you can imagine, that was hard for me to understand because what I was being told and what I was experiencing were completely different things. Every time I did something for myself, I thought I was being selfish or I felt really guilty. And I've come to realize this was because I have very high expectations of myself. Yet, I didn't hold the people I surrounded myself with to that same standard. As the oldest sister in a service-oriented family, friends were kind of an afterthought for me. Sorry, I gotta go back. I found myself surrounded by people who didn't give back what I was giving to them, and I knew this wasn't good, but I didn't know what I was gonna do about it. Between leaving elementary school and starting grade 10, I got dumped by one friend group and I stopped talking to another. I realized that I always felt like I was playing a part when I was hanging out with them, and this just kept adding to the issue, and it made it worse. It got so bad that I forgot to take care of myself and accept the help being offered to me by the people that really cared. However, in grade 9, I met 4 amazing girls who taught me what real friends are like. They make me feel safe enough to be my authentic self, and they care for me as much as I care for them. I really saw this when they threw me a surprise 16th birthday party. So my parents had this rule of 1 birthday party with friends in our entire childhood, and I'd used that up for my 15th birthday, so I was just planning on hanging out with them after school. Well, my friends did not like that at all, and they decided to contact my parents behind my back and plan this big, elaborate surprise party for me. I had no idea and was so shocked that I ran away when they initially surprised me. All of this really cemented the idea that I do deserve to receive service from others, and it helped me continue to find more friendships that fulfilled me, as well as meet even more amazing people. Sometimes I still struggle to do things for me and making my boundaries work, but I believe that my experiences in the past couple years, specifically joining this program and meeting my new friends, have helped me take the steps that I needed to be where I am today. I'm able to better balance helping people and taking care of myself, and I know what type of leader and what type of person I am. But most importantly, I've learned that taking care of others cannot be an excuse to take care of yourself, and that taking care of yourself doesn't mean that you're selfish. So, the next time that you're doing something for yourself, or are struggling to do so, I want you to ask yourself, am I actually being selfish, or am I just practicing self-care? Thank you.